Hey everybody, I wanted to bring you a video today on a project I'm working on, and I've worked on this for the last couple weeks. I'm trying to propagate some seeds. These are seeds that come from fruits that I have eaten and seeds that I thought I would like to try and germinate in the paper towel method, and I'm going to explain all this to you today. One of my success stories is my citrus and apples. Apples are so easy, and so are lemons, oranges, grapefruits. I have propagated all those into small trees. Will the fruit be the same as the parent tree? Probably not, because I don't know what pollinated these seeds. If these seeds came out of a grove, just to give you an example, these are lemons. If these all came out of a lemon tree grove, then I would think I'm going to get decent lemons. I also have key limes, lime. This is apricot. I'm sorry, this is nectarine. No apricot, nectarine. And these are some small apples. I didn't have a name for the apples, but they're just small apples, and they'd be fine for making applesauce, apple butter, so I decided to propagate the seeds and see if we can get some trees going. And today I ate a golden delicious apple, and these were the seeds, and I only save a seed. It's hard to see. If the seed is nice and plump, it's worth saving. If it is not plump and it's flat, it has no life left to it, so those you don't want to use. And if you look at my seeds, all of them have a certain plump and roundness to them, and that's because there's the insides are healthy and they should propagate really well. I'm really excited here because I haven't propagated nectarines or apricots or anything like that because they're in a very hard shell and you have to break the shell first. So this was the only one that was successfully broken. Even though the nut inside was actually a little damaged, I thought, you know what? The heck with it. I'm going to wrap it in a paper towel. I'm going to try and get this to grow. And I have a nice little root on that, if you can see that. But we do have, let's go against, there you go. Now you can see the root growing on it. So I'm going to baby this probably another week or two, and then I'll put it in a really good pot of potting soil, and I will baby it quite a while until it seems to be a good substantial little tree to go into the ground. Why am I doing this? I'm building a food forest. I'm also preparing for a grid down or an SHTF situation. This is something I think everybody can do now. If you have a place, once these trees are big enough to plant them, whether it's your woods or your local woods, I would be doing this. I have 15 acres, and next to me is almost 40 acres that I could do what's called guerrilla farming on it. Which means as I fill my 15 acres with trees, I can go sneak a few trees on that property and be just fine. I can even plant some of these on the land across the street from me, which is water management land. As long as I'm not taking from that land, if I'm adding to it, I don't think anybody would be upset. So, here is how I do this, just to give you an idea. I try to label my little squares. So if I fold this over, let's do this because it's a single one. I actually have the word lime written on there. Every one of these have been labeled that I know for a fact what they are. This one, I accidentally wetted my paper towel before I labeled them, so I'll probably redo this one. And you see some of these paper towels are getting a little dirty. That's very normal. And if it bothers you, you can change them out. If it gets too bad, then definitely change it out. But I'm going to go with this a little while longer. I have a lemon. I don't know if, whoop, he fell. Can he get back up? There we go. If you can see that, there is a little root starting on this lemon, which is awesome because lemons are definitely a good fruit for seasoning and cooking with. But it's also great for cleaning. So As many lemon trees as I can grow, I'm going to be growing. But basically what you do is you take the fruit, you eat your fruit, don't throw it away, eat your fruit, it's good for you. And then from there you save the good seeds, which are the rounder seeds in the fruit. An apple is very simple, very basic. And then you put it in a paper towel and this is not sopping wet, it's just moist. In a moist, sorry about that, my camera battery died. I have a thing with them dying while I'm videoing. But back to what I was explaining. Moist paper towel, your seeds, you fold them over, and it's this simple. Now hopefully you've remembered to label your paper, which I haven't on this one, but I have on this one. And then it's simple. It goes into a plastic bag. I push the air out, seal the bag, and then it goes on top of my refrigerator. Why? Because it's warm up there. It's warmer than the rest of the house, and it really does help to get your seeds started. And then I'll check them maybe once a week. Sometimes I'll let them up there for weeks because I forget, and then I'll come back and I'll have little sprouts all over the place. If they sprout through your paper towel, don't try and pull the root through when you go to pot them. Hopefully I can get a video of that soon with that nectarine over there. What you want to do is just tear the paper towel around the root and plant it with the root so that the root stays intact, because the last thing you want to do is break it off. Because today, you see that little thing right there? That's part of my root to that. I broke it off, which is one of the reasons this is not going in a pot yet. I'm going to continue to keep it moist and wrapped in paper towel in a warm area, just to see if I can get that root growing some more. I don't think I've killed it, but we're going to see. Time will tell. But just to give you an idea, in this one baggie, all these seeds will go. So it's not going to cost you much in baggies. It won't cost you hardly anything in paper towels. But if this works, I'll have close to 15, maybe 20 trees if this works and every seed propagates. If only 50% propagates, that's still 10 trees. Try and go out and buy 10 trees for a couple pennies invested in paper towels and baggies. You can't do it. This one's got a little root too. There we go. There's another little root. It works. I've done this for years, and I do have quite a few trees that I've grown this way. I also do mangoes and avocados. And let me show you my avocado. This was started just by putting the avocado seed, see if I can get it here, on in a cup of water. When the seed splits and you start seeing some green shooting out, it's time to plant. Or basically an avocado, you put your toothpicks in once you see that avocado starting to split, and you get it in a container of water. Now this is almost ready, I think, to go into some soil. But I got a great root system now, and I always wait till I have a good root system. It's a little green and murky, but look at those roots. That's what we're looking for. Healthy root system equals healthy trees. And if you look right here, there's all kinds of new growth coming in on this avocado tree. Avocados are a great source of natural fats and nutrition, and I know people who are almost living on them by themselves and are thriving. So in a grid down scenario, if you can grow something like an avocado tree, and there are avocados you can find that are good to down to 0-degree temperatures that you can grow. So keep that in mind. But this is definitely one of my hobbies. My toothpick just broke, and I enjoy doing it, so I do it quite often. And the other day you saw my sweet potato. Now yesterday I did do a second sweet potato, so this is now in water. Just to give you an idea, there's the one that's growing. That's the one all growing, and then this is the one that has got the little leaf on it, and I decided to put some toothpicks in and get that going as well. And I still have one I'm just kind of cruising with. That one's still kind of there, still cruising with it, so time will tell. We'll see. It's always an experiment. That's what this is all about. And yesterday I got blessed with a fig tree. I've never grown figs before, but I know you can't really buy them in a grocery store. So the fig tree is out front, and I'm going to do some research on how to take the best care of that tree as I can. And as it gets bigger and grows, we will propagate that into many fig trees. Again, figs are a really great source of vitamins and nutrients and minerals that I think are vital in a grid down, find your own food scenario. So I hope you enjoy the videos, and like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully get something up for you in a few more days. Have a great day.